Prince Hawaiian Sophie. Curry over Kobe. We shooting. Splash Brothers with the add in soda. Good fellas to my Aureliotis. Shades of blue, I bet you. Let the sky fall.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game features one of the best offenses in the NFL. The Raiders rank in the top 10 in total offense, and they go up against a Colts defense that will need to be at its best. So, with the call of this Week 16 matchup, let's hand it over to our commentators, Brandon Gotton and Charles Davis.
Larry, it was 1 year ago today on Christmas Eve. These fans thought they'd seen the final Raiders home game in Oakland. They got a reprieve, but that day might be here again. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Oakland Raiders. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about...
And look at this. Right away, a loose football. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first pick in the 2012 draft in his 5th year now from Stanford. It's Andrew Luck.
And 2015 is a year that Andrew Luck is likely wanting to forget. Didn't get to play in nearly the number of games he normally would. A good number of injuries along the way. He's rededicated himself, and he's ready to roll in 2016.
Here's the first carry now for Frank Gore. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Now, that result is no surprise. This team is bringing back memories of what? The 85 Bears, the 2000 Ravens. Those teams were so great against the run, they made you abandon any plans of doing that when you played against them.
That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Back-to-back runs that were stacked up. Offensively, now you've got to think to yourself, do we change blocking assignments? Do we change formations? Do we change looks in order to try and get the running game going?
Drops it underneath to Gore. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the punter, Jeff Locke, to kick it away.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raiders will take possession. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. Leading them out is a guy who's been a Raider starter since day 1. In his 3rd season now, it's Derek Carr.
And the Raiders believed in him enough to select him, so we knew that they liked him. But after they watched him play as a rookie, they realized they had their quarterback, and they wanted to build around him. Remember last year they drafted Amari Cooper to get him a #1 receiver, and they fortified the offensive line to make sure they could protect him. They know they have their #1 guy for a while, and they wanted to continue that way. What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now, if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way. Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Decent chunk of yardage still left here, 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. As we get a glance at these starters, Michael Crabtree is the man we highlighted wide receiver.
Phenomenal hands, so strong. When the ball gets to him, it just dies right there, and then he's able to do things with it after he catches it.
Third down now following the run. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Being chased out left. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
Now on second down, this is Gore. Oh, little 360. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. And the defense comes onto the field for the first time, and it is a unit that struggled a week ago.
So they're looking for a fast start, Brandon. Can they create a turnover early? Can they take the ball away? That's what this unit's looking for to get back on the beam.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. Caught left side by Hilton. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Here's Jeff Luck now, standing just about on his own goal line.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. This is brought in at the 21. It looked like he might beat that last man. He doesn't, though, but it goes as a 32-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something pop.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. Here's Carr to throw. He'll buy some time right. And some space here. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the 1st down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may...
And he fires one that's intercepted. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. A great read, and it's picked off. The 30. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he just falls short down at the 1 yard line. You see a run like that, and I don't know if that happens in week 1 or 2, but as this year has worn on, he has gotten better and better, this rookie.
And so much for the rookie wall.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the Colts coming out now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Well, they held them to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at them. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Mario Edwards. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go to the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Dante Moncrief. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Dante Moncrief, 81 yards. And the Colts have taken the lead. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is. But he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there. And that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
The Colts defense, they work their way back onto the field. And in a tight ball game like this, the defense looking for a stop. You kind of, whether you're the offense or the defense, you don't want to be the one to screw this thing up.
No, not at all. And right now, you've got to figure that the offense is thinking to themselves, if you just get us the ball, we'll make things happen for you. Just help us out a little bit. And that's what the defense has to have in mind as they trot out here for this series.
Yeah, right now, the offense on the sideline. Can the defense do it? A reminder, coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before that. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Carr, they'll roll him out right. And he finds Cook. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And quickly, they get to the line. Carr now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. On On second down, here's Carr. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On first down, Carr forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Second down following the incompletion.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
All right, here we go.
Again, it's Carr. Steps away to his left. Throw left side to the tight end, Walford. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Clive Walford, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Gore back there is the lone setback. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Play fake to Gore. It's Locke. He's got time. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On first down, it's Locke. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before the break. Locke. He's going to loft one deep left side here. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to take another shot here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Smith. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action.
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. The Raiders haven't had the same success as last week through the air. The Colts' defense obviously has something to do with that and should be credited. Here we go. Let's do this. Here's your first half highlights. Raiders have it at the 4. Carr's got to rush the throw, and it's intercepted. Colts will take it back for the touchdown. Colts up by a touchdown. About halfway through the 2nd quarter, they'll go with the run here. He'll pick up more than 30 yards on the play. Later on the drive, they'll go with the run here. And a quick 3-play drive ends with the score. We're tied back up at 7. Now midway through the second, the connection is made in the middle of the field. And a quick three-play drive ends with a score. That takes the lead up to 7. Late in the second, here's Derek Carr scrambling away and completing the pass. And he capped off the 10-play drive with a TD. We're brand new at 14.
Okay, LR, we are indeed all even as these teams come back out for the second half. Fairly short kick taken at the 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Well, he was stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
And Roberts with it over the middle. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that 6th sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
Out of the gun, Locke. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here at 2nd and 12. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Luck throwing again. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you just put the ball on it and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
In every game, teams are looking for that momentum shift, and that run there, the offense feels like, hey, maybe we can get something going, but defensively, they've slowed them down the entire game. They don't want to turn into more. They're going to try and figure out a way to take it back on this next play.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
And that run wasn't just for a first down. That was for some confidence. They've had a tough day moving the ball on the ground this entire game. I think after that one, they'll feel a little bit better about themselves, and now they get more downs to try and get it done. And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in the East Bay. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Shift together here from the D-line. And Luck hands this one off to Gore. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. And here's carry number 10 for Frank Gore. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. So here comes the trusty, battle-tested Adam Vinatieri for a big kick.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Fresh set of downs here. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So it'll be 1st down here after the run.
Well, that last run for a 1st down, it really should be the last straw for the defense. I don't care how many they've had in the box, they need to add more people.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and we'll still get the 1st down. They love being physical.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And this will probably be the last play they can squeeze in here before the 2-minute warning.
Defense always has to be careful in this situation. A lot of teams like to take a shot.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Sliding out of the pocket. Connects it to Roberts, right side. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And on 3rd down, the Colts have added an extra defensive back.
Flooding the passing lanes.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. They find some open field here. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week in practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On the draw, Luck gives to Gore. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. On 3rd down, they'll run with Gore. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this will be taken at the 13. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. So out come the Raiders. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. He'll look to throw. Steps away. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So, and now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Luck. And Aiken with it over the middle. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now Luck. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Well, the entire 2015 season featured no ties to the National Football League, but we get one here in the 2016 season, don't we?
Yeah, and it's really odd because to go through the whole time and not have that happen because teams tend to get a little more conservative at times when you get to overtime. That's why the ties often result. But as you said, in 2015, not at all. But here we are here. Have one going.
By the way, the last tie, if you're scoring with us at home, and if you are, God bless you. October 2014, the Bengals and the Panthers in Cincy, they tied 37 apiece.
Did you have that one yourself, or did you get that one from Marvin?
No, I was taking a nap. Nothing between these two teams for 4 quarters. Here we go to begin overtime. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around...
And he loses the football a second time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. First throw of overtime for Carr. Rolling to his right. And complete right side to Cook. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Offense readies for a 2nd and 1.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them. I'd sure love to offer some advice to the defensive coordinator, but his guys are just getting run over by an offense that's executing like a well-oiled machine.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They'll run it now out of the gun. And, oh, my goodness, he loses it again. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it, yes. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for. Now, we all know that an offense coordinator and a quarterback, they're aligned at the hip. But when you've got a runner who can get you that kind of yardage, that guy's invaluable.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Now they'll throw with Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Michael Crabtree, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Play clock winding down. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. There he goes, right side. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, 5, and he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Well, as if overtime wasn't a twist enough to this plot, a blocked field goal return for a touchdown to put a capper on this crazy game.
Crazy indeed. And we had 4 quarters of really good football. But how about the bonus we got that turned into this? And all I keep thinking about is the team that was kicking the field goal. There was a breakdown somewhere that allowed the block to happen.
And then the scoop and to take it the rest of the way in the other direction. What an ending.
That's dramatic indeed, folks. And let's head to the airport, partner.